I'm going to be attempting to trade the lunch macro. Uh, right now, I'm seeing that. So we just hit 11:30, the start of the lunch macro. I'm expecting price to come here because of these two relative equal lows and the unfilled RTH gap. And it did not trade all the way down to the low of the new week opening gap, which it doesn't need to. But there's a lot of reasons for it to want to drift lower for the lunch macro. We also did already take buy side here. There isn't any inefficiency that's unfilled. In this leg, we took buy side there. And so I want to see it sweep these two relative equal highs, maybe tap into this inefficiency right here, into that inefficiency, I'm sorry. And so I sweep above here, tap into this, and then I'll look for a trade going down into the relative equal lows and the remainder of the RTH gap that was created this morning. So that's what I'm interested in seeing this for the lunch macro. Because these would be the persons benefiting right now. I'm not entirely interested in this swing high, but I am aware that there is a swing high right here. Um, so if you want to shoot over it and sweep the swing high, tap into this little bit of inefficiency that's left here, and then give me a rollover into these relative equal lows, I'd still be open to that. But I just want to see, I'm just interested in getting a trade into these relative equal lows and the inefficiency here. So I will see how that goes. So this morning live stream was really quiet, but I learned a lot this morning just the same. I learned that there are just certain conditions that are not ideal to trade it, which I anticipated that being this morning because of the economic calendar. However, I was still able to see a move this morning, which was posted in my previous video. The moment I saw that this relative equal highs were created here in the 10 o'clock to 10:30, and then it swept that relative equal highs, and we had relative equal lows with this little bit of inefficiency and this one as well. Plus, we had the RTH gap that we hadn't traded to consequent encouragement off. So I was definitely looking for shorts. So once it swept and price traded back below the opening price of this order block, I was interested in going long. I mean short. I was interested in going short. So I got a late entry because of OBS. Price is already here at the daily SIBI, which is fine. If I was on the charts and live trading, I would have entered the moment it crossed the opening price on this candle with my stop above mean threshold. I do know that my stop was here, but again, it was just me casually tape reading, but the stop could have been above the mean threshold of this order block. And I targeted this. Um, and this was happening post 10:30. And that is why I was super interested in taking the trade because then Fed chair spoke at 10. So kind of gave it kind of gave me I kind of gave like 30 minutes after he spoke just for the volatility to kind of um just for the market to kind of go back to regular like trading because it was super volatile for a moment. And then once I saw this post 10:30, I'm like, okay, these relative equal lows, it swept equal lows here. It's been moving up RTH gap below here. There was no reason for me not to take that trade. Um, I mean, if I was live, I would. If it wasn't the economic calendar, I wouldn't. I would have been taking the trade this morning. And ICT did not specifically said anything about trading around Fed chair speaking in the morning. He didn't say anything this morning. He was super tired, so it's possible that that's why, but I wasn't sure if it's recommended too, but I do know that if I was going to trade, I would have wanted to trade post 10:30. So that's what I did here. And it delivered beautifully. Um so I'm gonna go short here. Oh, bad fill, but that's okay. And I'm going to put my stop above. I'm going to put my stop right here just for spread purposes. Mm, here's main threshold. There's a lot of things on the chart right now. I'm going to put my stop. Yeah, my stop should be fine right there. And I'm going to target these relative equal lows here, this here. Well, yeah. What I wanted to do was add to the, oh, I was gonna add to my position. Um, if my mentor saw my chart right now, he'd be like, oh my God, that's way too much. I don't have my notepad beside me, and that's why I have to have everything on the chart right now. But so I did do what I expected it to do. I I did see it before it happened, where I expected these relative equal highs to be swept and tap into this fair value gap the moment it traded below these consecutive up close candles into the fair value gap and rolled over. I wanted to, oh, I did catch it right there. Yeah, yeah, my entry was good. So I entered right on the moment that it crossed these lows here. Well, I could have caught it when it crossed the body, the lowest opening price on these up close candles. And if I had been able to put another contract on, I would have partialed right here and one at the close of this. Mm, I probably would have only gotten away with two contracts. So I maybe would have taken one off at this low and then I'll hold the second one to this one. But since I only have one contract, I'm just gonna hold it um to the terminus here. Yeah, let's see how that goes. So this is the first fair value gap that was created at 9:30 this morning. And I am hoping to see that it comes and touches it. It can come and touch it. I'm hoping that it stays below consequent encouragement or the lower, stay in the lower half. That would support my trade being, the market being heavy and support my trade going lower. Um, this is I'm I'm having a hard time framing this breaker. I want to say this should be the breaker, but that's huge. So I'm not going to look at that. Yeah. So the fact that it came and didn't touch the consequent encouragement of this is really good. I'm hoping that it just rolls over and continues lower. Uh, it's not good. Doesn't mean that it can't still go. Um, because we still have these flows here and we're in the lunch macro. So, but because of the Jackson Hole Symposium, I am expecting, I mean, a lot of back and forth price action is fair to anticipate, and that's why I'm leaving my stop where it is. I mean, I think I could bring my stop uh down to the top of this Therala gap candle, expecting that this small inefficiency isn't being traded back to, but allowing for it because of the nature of the week, and see how this works out. I didn't like the fact that we did not close below this consequent encouragement, but that does not disqualify the trade idea. Sweep liquidity. This could be internal liquidity here, but um, I would have taken a partial if I had another contract on, but because it's one, I'm just gonna hold for terminus. And if we take this low, then I will move my stop to break even. Okay. Yeah. So this is beautiful. Guys, time and price. Nothing beats this. I am still confused as to how is it possible that people could question this? There are days that there's intervention, manual intervention, or news aspects that affects price, and just like any other strategies out there, it because of those outside factors, it's not going to always be 100% perfect, or it's not going to uh, deliver as we always want to see, because of those kind of um contributing factors. And I'm lost for words, because it's like I've seen this work for so long. I've been at this for months, and I'm just just coming up, and it just it's it leaves me speechless every day when it happens at the same time every single day, and people are still throwing shade. Like, what? Even if this trade ends up turning back, if I had two contracts on, I would have profited. Just to the fact that it took external liquidity and it moved back internal liquidity, which is this fair value gap. And the fact that I could have pointed out what I wanted to see prior to it happening, just because of the time of day and what I'm expecting to happen at this time of day. It's delivering, guys. I don't know what else you guys need to see. All of the new persons that have not looked into the concepts yourself, I suggest you do so. Because listening to, there are so many, there are so many social media props out there. They're all just props, really. They are of no value, and they're the ones with the biggest mouth. But yet still I can't see them doing certain things. I'm just a student. I'm just on my journey. And I'm able to do a lot of things that I've never seen them do. So it just goes to say that you guys need to look into these things yourself. You guys need to stop putting your trust in people that you don't even know. This is a week that price action isn't 100%, and it's still delivering. Like, guys, come on. So because I don't know how long it's gonna take for this trade to pan out, I'm gonna go ahead and break the video here, because I want to keep it as short as I can. And once it either stops me out or hits take profit, I will record the rest of I will come back on and record the rest of the video, and then I'll post it. So I'll see you guys. I want to ask you something. What time is it? I really want to know what time is it. Could it be a macro time? Hmm. It is. It is. So, 2, 12, 10. Okay. It's so random that this all happened during the math. Wow, my mentor is just such a psychic. Oh my God. Now I see why he laughs so much, because this is hilarious. His his behavior is so contagious. However, being that I only have one contract, I'm gonna just break even there. I would have just partialed right there and then hold to the terminus here. Um, but I'm not gonna close the trade there. I'm just gonna break even on the trade. and see what happens. So, yep. Yeah, pretty nice fill. I mean, I could have gotten it where the bodies are. That's okay though. And then I should have just added to my position here. Now I'm looking back at it. I think I was just talking and wasn't paying attention. But either way, nice, nice. Okay, I'm gonna cut the stream again, or I'm gonna cut the video again, and then I will come back once the terminus is complete. Once the terminus is reached. Okay, so I just decided to close the trade. Um, just because it took sell side here, and then it took it once more, and then it took it once more, and now it's displacing up. I'm still expecting it to come and take this low out, but because I just have one contract, it could come back and retrace before going to take the sell side out. So I just closed the trade, but I will go ahead and take notes and tape read what happens after this so that next time I'll know how to manage the trade. But I think that was more than enough though. That was more than enough. That was, that was not a bad trade. Let me see. That was like, yeah, 100 points. Not bad. Yeah, but that was not a bad trade. That was more than enough. So I am comfortable with the exit and I am satisfied with the trade result. So I'll see you guys next week. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Remember to reflect on Saturday on your decisions you made this week. Do some studying, back testing, and journaling. And I'll see you guys back on Monday.